with an email that is unsigned. And here it is. Tom, ever since my boyfriend has started listening to you, I am stuck with an a-hole for a lover. He takes every word you ever say and turns it into religion. He never buys me flowers anymore and constantly insults me, saying that, quote, you should never compliment a woman, otherwise she'll think she is too good. That's true. He rants and raves about work problems and about how we have nothing together and how he is not getting ahead and that it is my fault. He never says he is sorry or tries to make up with me. I always have to be the one to call him and beg him to come home. My pride is really hurting. All I do is support him and listen to him and try and show him that a loving relationship can be very fulfilling. I cook for him, give him sex. It's very white of you, giving him sex. And am nice to him. He gets it in his head that he is a wussy for being taken by a woman. And he leaves me once a year for the past 3 years. He's moved out 3 times. I have enjoyed some of your shows that I have listened to for the entertainment value. But maybe you need to remind your listeners this is entertainment radio, not the 10 Commandments you are spouting. Not all women are bad. There's no signature, but the subject line on this email says, thanks a lot, you idiot. And like many illiterate Americans, she takes the words and lot and puts them together as one word, A-L-O-T. A lot is 2 separate words, folks. But she combines them into one, like so many people I know who don't read books or newspapers or magazines or anything. So I have no idea how old the letter writer is. All I can say is that if he's a Tom Leykis listener, he should not be living with this woman. He should not be a boyfriend. He should be getting what he can get. Have other plates spinning. And, yes, not be complimenting women. That's what he said is exactly right. She's really pissed off. Now, I know there are many of you ladies out there who feel you had happy relationships until the Tom Leykis Show came into your life, just like the letter writer. I know there are many of you ladies out there who met a guy and couldn't figure out why he was treating you a certain way until you happened to tune into the Tom Leykis Show, and then you figured it out. And the bottom line is that women are dream killers. I tell the boys that all the time. That you could be in a relationship with somebody, and because you're in it, the dream starts to slip away. As the woman you're with insists on visiting IKEA or something more expensive, insists on settling down in a bigger, better place, or buying a house before you have enough money, or having children when you're not in a position to afford them, maybe you don't even want them, and the dream you had starts to slip away from you. So the trick is to not get seriously involved with a woman for as long as you can possibly avoid it. There are guys out there who have relationships and then they start tuning in, like the boyfriend of the letter writer. And they blame me for the difficulties in their relationship or the end of their relationship. Ladies, are you with somebody like that? It caused the deterioration or the end of a relationship? Did somebody leave you because he heard me on the air saying women are dream killers? Or because I say that you shouldn't be a boyfriend, you shouldn't have a girlfriend, you shouldn't be getting married, you shouldn't be having babies, you shouldn't be spending money on women? I tell these guys not to compliment women and treat them like crap because they come back for more. If you feel you are a victim of this show, ladies, I want to hear from you.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
My husband told me that as long as I use protection, and I do tell him that I can sleep with anybody I want to.
What time can I come over?
I'm on my way home now. You can meet me there.
Excellent.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Okay. So we started off with the email from a woman whose subject line said, "Thanks a lot, you idiots." Meaning me. Because she says, ever since her boyfriend started listening to me, now she's stuck with an a-hole for a lover. And I tell the boys to be a-holes. So, ladies, if you have been a victim of the Tom Leykis Show, I'd like to hear just why you feel that way. Dean is keeping the lines clear for you and getting rid of all the sycophants and the guys trying to call in and talk about this. We're looking for the chicks who feel like they've been victimized by me. If that's you, call 1-800-5800-866. This is Elizabeth on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What did he do? Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
Oh, hi, Tom. Just kind of like a statement. Well, until I heard the last part of your thing, victimized by you, I'm not victimized by you, by him. Maybe because of you, but no.
Well, that's same thing. We're quibbling here.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm kind of used to it already. I don't know if that's good or bad.
What are you talking about exactly?
About the way he talks and, you know, just really, like, arrogant. You know, he thinks he could do, he goes, well, I heard Tom today, and he said this or he said that. And I like your show. I was listening to your show. We split up for a year, and I was listening to your show. So there's nothing he could say to me or you say that I'm not going to like you. I like your show.
Oh, I understand. And you don't have to not like me. This is not one of those hours. But there are women like the letter writer who feel they were with decent guys who turned into a-holes because of the show.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You know what? To tell you the truth, he was already an a-hole before he started listening to you. He just turned into a bigger one.
Turned into a bigger one?
Yeah.
And clearly you were attracted to him enough to get involved with him twice.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
which, by the way, kind of proves what I say, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So, a lot of the times you are right on the head about things.
Because you're still with him.
Yeah, I am. So
Dean tells me he's sitting right next to you.
No, he's not. I came outside.
Well, he was next
outside. He's inside.
He was next to you when you called in.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Was that you I was talking to, by the way?
No, that was Dino.
Okay, thanks, Dino, for telling them to shut up, because he wouldn't have done it if I said it.
There we go.
Okay, so anyways. Yeah,
so he would, you know, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters what you do.
Okay, so what should I do, Tom?
Oh, I'm not telling you what you should do. All I'm saying is, if you really, really don't like being with an a-hole like him, you wouldn't be 12 years with one.
Yeah, but I'm a B.
You what?
I could be a big B, too. I know I am because he...
Are you a bitch?
I sure could be.
Really?
To him.
Have you been a bitch to him?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, there you go. And the two of you sound like you're blissfully happy.
Yeah, I'm blissfully happy right now. That's cool. So I hope you get a lot of callers in because I want to hear what they have to say.
Oh, no doubt we will.
Okay, and the guys are trying to call to put their 2 cents in?
Yeah, they are, but we're screening them out.
Good.
We're keeping the lines open for women who feel they have somehow ended up as victims of the Tom Leykis Show because the men they're with, the husbands, the boyfriends, and it turned into real jerks, maybe even left them.
Well, I did leave them. I left them
But not because of the Tom Leykis Show.
No.
Now, there are women who actually leave the men they're with because the guys become such a-holes.
Yeah, well, see, if I knew that was totally just why he was an a-hole right now, I probably would too, but he was already one, so he's just, you know. Yeah, I don't know. He does listen to your show. He tapes them.
Great.
Every show you do, he's home on time to tape your shows.
I love that.
He's a devoted fan. So am I, but I don't tape him because he does.
You sound like more a fan than an enemy here. Unlike the woman who wrote the letter. Gwen on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. This
Hi.
is Gwen. I've been waiting to talk to you. I've called, for about a month. Every other day I try to call you. I get so heated on some of the subjects that you're talking about. It just cracks me up. I'm like, God, I just wish I could talk to Tom and tell him, no, that's not the case. That's not the case. That's not how it is. But my boyfriend started listening to you about 4 or 5 months ago. And since he started, he's just gotten more arrogant. And, now if I'm on the phone with him and I start talking about something, not nagging, but talking, I figured out that talking equals nagging or bitching, as you call it. And so he goes, are you done yet? Click. And all of a sudden I'm like, what? Did he hang up on me just now just for that?
Really?
Yeah, that's how he is. Are you done yet? I got better things to do with my time. And I was like, and then today I paid his phone bill. He got his phone turned off. He didn't have no money. He's not working. So I find myself giving him cash and paying his bill and taking care of him. And he's still, just hanging up on me. Or if I don't answer my phone, if I'm not available to take his calls, he'll go, well, you must be doing something besides working. So I'm just going to go do something else. And then he'll go down to the bar and, spend the money I gave him. It's just...
Now, darling, if you're there with a loser who doesn't have a job and you're supporting him, you're either fat or fugly. Which is it?
No, it's not that. It's just that he was there for me when I needed him. So I kind of feel that even though he's not working, he is looking for a job. So I wouldn't say...
What does he do for a living?
He's a carpenter.
I see. And what do you do?
I'm a full finisher, so I'm an artist. But I work all the time. So I have my painting contractor's license.
I see.
So.
And how much money do you make?
Well, I was making pretty good money, and then I got hit with the breast cancer thing this last year. So that's... kind of set me back a little bit, but I'm fine now, so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so we've been through a lot, but, he can be a real jerk sometimes, and,
And you attribute that to the show.
Oh, well, it didn't help, let's put it that way. I'm sitting here listening to some of the subjects that you're talking about, and, really, I mean, a lot of times, he's checking out girls that are half my age, and I look at that, and I listen to your show, and I'm thinking to myself, he's telling them, they've got to be young. That's what you want. You're telling the guys this. And I'm just thinking that some of the older women are going to satisfy the men a lot better than some of the younger ones.
Yeah, but you see, you have to understand that for men, there's no bad pizza. And the fact is, younger women are hotter to look at and get us more turned on. Sure, grandma might be a little higher up in the experience department, but nothing makes us go swing like a 19-year-old naked.
Right.
Nothing.
Well...
I think, you know what I always say? You know why they created those ED pills? You know why they created those ED pills, don't you?
What?
You know why they created those ED pills, don't you?
Why is that?
Well, did you ever see Mrs. Mike Ditka naked?
Oh, yeah, I've heard you talk about it.
Or Mrs. Bob Dole? No wonder they need pills. I would need a pill, too.
Well, you know what, though? I mean, if you know how to give a good DJ, you're in. They'll never leave you. And
I'll tell you what, if you look like Mrs. Mike Ditka, it is going to make a difference.
What's that?
If you look like Mrs. Mike Ditka, it is going to make a difference.
Well, it definitely helps.
No wonder he needs Cialis. Hold on a second. Carrie, what did you want to say to Gwen?
Glenn, you're stupid.
Hello?
What are you thinking? If he doesn't have a job and he treats you wrong, and he acts like Tom Leykis, if you have such a problem with that, why do you stay with him? You don't have an answer, because there's something wrong with you. You're one of the fat and fuglies like Tom always talks about.
No,
it's got to be what's happening.
It's been 6 years I've been with him.
It doesn't matter. I've been with my husband for like 12, 13, 14 years. If he didn't have a job and I had to turn on his cell phone and he treated me like crap, I'd leave him in an instant. You're retarded for staying with him.
No, if you knew all the facts, you'd really think I was retarded, because I'm just...
You are retarded. Why would you call him and make yourself sound like such an idiot like that?
There's so many other things that he's done.
Tom, I think you should rip her apart.
I'm not here to beat him up. I'm just saying he can be just a little bit arrogant, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say all his faults.
No. See, that's your problem. Tom, you need to take care of this. So you need to tell her to find somebody like herself. No self-esteem, no job, loser.
That's not true. I have self-esteem.
If you had self-esteem, you wouldn't be with somebody like that.
I have self-esteem.
Women with self-esteem and self-respect would never be with a man that treats them like that. I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, girls. Thank you. Jana on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey. I just wanted to say that ever since my boyfriend listens to your show, he's gotten these crazy ideas and says crazy things to me all the time. But I think it's funny. But sometimes he treats me like, I think you give him these ideas that he needs to, like, break up with me, but then I'll get back together, but then I'll break up. Just goofy.
Well, how old is he?
He's 21, too.
Well, he shouldn't have a girlfriend anyway.
Why not?
Because he's too young, and so are you to have a boyfriend.
I know, but it's fun.
No, it's not fun. It's like saying locking yourself in a jail cell is fun.
No.
There's nothing fun about it.
I think it's funny. I just thought it was funny.
You think it's funny?
I think it's just funny that everything he said.
No, what's funny is he gets back together with you.
Because I'm the best. That's why.
And you see, that's what this is all about. It's about your ego. It has nothing to do with being in love. It's about your ego.
I guess so.
Of course it is.
But yeah.
Yeah, what?
Nothing.
So you think it's funny when he breaks up with you?
No, I hate it. I think it's stupid.
You think it's stupid when he breaks up with you?
It is stupid when he breaks up.
No, it's stupid when he comes back to you.
Why?
Because he shouldn't have a girlfriend.
But guys need girls.
No, wait, we need girls to have sex with.
No, you just need girls to be there to help you.
No, we don't.
Well, some guys do.
No, they don't.
Why not?
Because we don't need to be nagged. We don't need to be told what to do. We don't need to be told how to dress or how to do our apartments.
Oh, I don't do that.
We don't need... what exactly do we need? You don't provide us with any intelligent conversation. You girls think the big news is when Paris Hilton gets pulled over. That's the big news for you. You really have nothing to talk about.
But
so essentially, you're a bunch of sperm depositories.
What, do you have a girlfriend?
Nope.
Have you ever?
I have, and I learned from my mistakes.
Are you ever going to have another one?
I don't need a girlfriend.
You're going to die a miserable man.
I'm not miserable at all. If I need companionship, I make a phone call.
That's horrible.
There's nothing horrible about it. If I need to have sex, I pick up the phone.
That's all. What, is that all you think girls are good for?
Pretty much.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm sure you have value to each other or to your family or whatever. But for us, let's face it, if you don't believe me, go down to any sports bar where you live and look at the faces of the beaten dogs who are sitting there watching the NCAA basketball.
Okay.
The beaten dogs who are sitting there, they had to escape their homes. Yeah, you're laughing.
I feel sorry for those guys.
Who do you think is there? Go to Hooters. Look around.
Those are just sleazy guys.
There's nothing sleazy about Hooters.
Well, no, but...
Hooters is a sports bar. And if you go down there and look at the faces of the men down there, they just all look like beaten men. They've all been beaten by their wives. They've all been beaten by... No, dear. They've been beaten by their wives and girlfriends, and I know because I'm a man and I hang out with these guys and I talk to them.
Do you talk to a lot of girls?
Do I talk to a lot of girls? I talk to as many as I need to. But what do I talk about?
I don't know. What do you talk about?
Do you have any time to come over to my place? Can I come over to your place? What do you like to drink that gets you... What do you like to drink that gets you drunk very quickly?
Oh, my goodness.
That's what I like to talk about.
You remind me of a guy I know.
I probably remind you of a lot of guys you know.
Yes.
Well, that's how we are.
I know that's how guys are, but there's some good in you guys, too.
There's what?
You just think guys are all bad. That's what all.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything bad about this.
You think it's a good thing?
Absolutely.
I guess it works for some guys.
Believe me, other guys wish they could be like this. And that's what I'm trying to teach them to be.
I know you have. You put a lot of crazy thoughts in guys' minds.
I think I put some very sensible thoughts in guys' minds, and they're reacting accordingly.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis.
I totally agree with you that women can be attention whores, especially for the fact that I live in the city of attention whores, Los Angeles.
We invented attention whoring here.
The Tom Leykis Show.
We began the hour with an email with a subject line that said, "Thanks a lot, you idiot." A woman complaining that ever since her boyfriend has started listening, he's become an a-hole. The Tom Leykis Show from Los Angeles, and wondering if you are in this position. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Jessica, hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing today?
Great.
Awesome. I was calling because I had a boyfriend for 3 years. We were young. And when we broke up, I did some woman things, I guess you could say.
Which was what?
I slept with a couple of people that I shouldn't have. And I didn't tell him, but we got back together, and he finds out a year later. So because he listens to you, he has broken up with me.
Perfect.
And he has completely moved on with his life. He's not taking any lies. And he feels 100% better because he has completely listened to Tom Leykis 101.
So you think he's done the right thing?
Yeah, he's completely done the right thing. And that's when I started listening, and I completely understood why that should have happened. And at first, I wanted him back and all this, but why have him back? I did that stuff to him. Why waste your time on a woman? Especially when you can be happy and single.
Well, you're too young to have a boyfriend anyway, and your immaturity shows by the fact that you slept with other guys.
Oh, exactly. I was way too immature, and I was being selfish. And now that, I'm a little bit more mature now, I've grown a lot, but because he has listened to you, he's doing so much better. He's completely done the humper-dumper thing that you...
Yes. And now he's getting...
Women are dream ruiners.
And now he's getting more ass than a toilet seat?
Yes. Yes, and he's doing quite well. I mean, he was a virgin when I met him. So I was, the first girlfriend, and he learned quite a bit from me, but a lot more from you, Tom.
Sounds good to me. Shantae, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Great.
Great. I'm calling because I've been dating this guy for about 8 months now, and for the last 2 months, he hasn't slept with me. And I finally got it out of him, what's going on. He's like, I just want to be friends. And I want to know, why the hell does a guy want to just be friends instead of not even a friend with benefits? What's up with that, Tom?
I guess he wasn't enjoying sex with you.
I guess so, huh? I really wasn't. You know what? I always figure, I say, I'm a good piece of lay. I mean, I can't say that word on the air, but I'm a good lay. And my sex is great everywhere else, but maybe with him it's not always that great. Do you think that's all it is, Tom?
Well, it could be that. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2.5".
How much do you weigh?
142.
Well, that could also play a part.
Because I'm too big, huh?
You're a chunka.
It's that chunk in the trunk, Tom.
Yeah, well, that's a big trunk.
Yeah, it could be that. You're absolutely right. So that's what you think it is. What do you think I should do? Just leave him alone and just find somebody else, huh?
And maybe hit the old treadmill.
Did I what? Have I hit the treadmill?
Hit the treadmill.
He's not a little guy either, Tom. Do you think that...
Take the fork out of your mouth.
Okay, that could help. Most of the time it's his pork.
So you're saying he's fat, too?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But the bottom line is, guys, it really doesn't matter if guys are fat. What matters is if guys have a good job, make good money. That's what really matters.
Well, he has a good job. He has good money. I have a good job. I make good money.
Now, but see, how much a woman makes doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Unless the guy's a complete loser. If he's making good money, he can get hot chicks.
Yeah, well, he says he doesn't want any romantic relationship at all. You think he's lying?
Sounds like a Tom Leykis listener.
Sounds like a Tom Leykis listener. We all are, Tom.
There we go.
Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call. Jenna, on the Tom Leykis Show, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that one caller, Gwen, was an idiot, and she's not a real listener of the Tom Leykis Show.
Really?
Yes. You know, I feel the same rules apply to women as they do with men, just modified just a little bit, but still, she should have, like you say, dumped that bitch.
Dump that bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. My boyfriend listens to you every day, and I listen to you on occasions, but I agree with you for the most part, and, you know, really when it comes down to it, it's for the better. Your rules are for the better. I don't agree with all of them, but the majority of them, they're for the better.
I agree with that. For God's sake. Charmin, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Good. Hey, I was listening to you. My husband listens to you every now and then, and I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of yours. I'm sorry, but some of the things you say just make women sound like we're awful.
Like what?
Well, the fact that married men sit in sports bars, they sit at Hooters, they're the downtrodden guys.
Yes, they are.
No, I disagree. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. My husband works, I work. We both support each other.
How does any of that disprove what I said about Hooters?
Because my husband has never been to Hooters.
That your husband is one person. This is a country of 350 million people.
I agree, but...
This is not the Charmin Show.
Are you... Thank God.
It is a show about the entire country, about all the men in America.
But you're talking about...
About what? Your phone is cutting out, dear.
What's that?
Your phone was cutting out. Just say it again.
I'm sorry. Well, you talk about men and all they're out for is sex. Is that true?
That is true.
That's the only thing they're out for?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because we have friends, we have buddies, we have confidants. We don't meet women in order to have friends. We meet women in order to get laid.
No, I...
Oh, yes, yes.
I totally agree. You're saying that you've never met a married, happy couple.
I'm not... Again, of course there are married, happy couples. But the vast majority of men... First of all, half of all divorces in this country... Half of all marriages end in divorce in this country.
I agree.
And the ones who haven't gotten divorced yet, many of them are at Hooters and other sports bars. And they've got that dazed look on their faces. And you see them. They look like beaten dogs.
Because the women have done it to them, or because men just don't have enough backbone?
But it doesn't really matter, does it? The point is, being married is just not right for most men.
No, for most men?
Your husband, I'm sure, is the exception to the rule, and he's the happiest person on earth. Unfortunately, there's very few like him.
I just think that you're very, very rude to women. I think you're disparaging.
How so? By telling the truth? By telling the truth? How convenient that the phone cut out right there. Jesus. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jennifer on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi. I would like to say that I have been hurt by Leykis 101. Although I do really agree with almost everything, it did end up hurting me. And
how so?
Well, the guy I was seeing is very good at what he does. And he obviously listens to you. Honestly, I don't even know if he does, but after, I stopped seeing him, I started listening to you, and he's got to, like, he has to just be like an A student for you. But I do love listening to you. I do agree with a lot of things you say. What I have to say is not all girls are as bad as you think or as bad as you say.
Whoever used the word all.
Well,
other than
you say that there's only one thing women are good for, and that means all to me. I mean, a sperm depository.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that means all, I think. And
no, that's your interpretation.
Just out for your money.
No, I mean, Mother Teresa was not a sperm depository. I mean, there are occasional exceptions to the rule.
Right.
So what?
Well, I just want to defend ladies out there who just want to have a good time, have a great relationship, who aren't out...
Yeah, but having a good time and having a great relationship are two different things.
Not necessarily.
For a man, speaking as a man, which is all I can speak as, I can have a great time and never have a relationship.
But I just don't understand how you wouldn't want a relationship.
What do I want it for?
Some of them are bad.
What do I want it for?
They can be amazing. They can be great.
What do I want it for? What for?
Just improve your life.
My life is spectacular. I'm rich. I have a 4-story house in the Hollywood Hills. I have a 1,000-bottle wine cellar. I have 6 weeks vacation. I travel around the world. How much better could it get?
Well, I don't see how you couldn't want to have a really good girl at your side.
Why do I need that?
Well, okay, well, you don't need
And if, by the way, and when I want a girl at my side, I make a call to the bullpen, and I bring somebody in middle relief.
Obviously, part of the bullpen.
Yeah, I bring someone in from the bullpen. I do not need somebody living at my address with the key to my place, with my credit card with her name on it, with a joint checking account, with my ATM card. I don't need any of that.
It's not all about the material.
It is certainly part of it. It is certainly part of it.
It may have something to do with your
Because if it has nothing to do with material things, you could live in your place, like the girls in the bullpen, and I could live in my place.
I must say, I love that type of relationship, but, there comes a time where you really do want more.
Well, no, not everybody.
Well,
not everybody. Now you see, you're saying all. We don't all feel that way.
Well, I do agree your idea on things can work for a while, but I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting more.
Oh, well, dear, I have as much as I can handle. I have all the women I can handle. I have all the money I can handle. I have all the traveling I can handle. I have all the professional fulfillment I can handle. How much better can it get?
I just want to tell all those guys out there who do make room for a lovely lady in their life that there's nothing really wrong with it. And
well, as I'm going to quote the other radio personality, Don Imus, who later contradicted himself and got married, but he once said that all the people he knew with great marriages had boring jobs.
Well, then he must not know a lot of people. I mean, I know people with great marriages who've been together for a long time, and it just seems like what
you didn't address the job issue, which that was what I just said. All the people with great marriages have boring jobs.
Oh. And who said that? Your radio?
That was a radio personality named Don Imus.
Well. Alrighty, well, I just wanted to...
You're not even disagreeing with that one, are you?
Women, because they are out there.
Not even disagreeing with it. Real quickly, Lynn, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Hey, I got a bone to pick with you.
Can you pick it quickly?
Okay, well, these girls that are calling in, and the young men as well, I'm just like, I can't believe you're teaching these kids, these young people.
Teaching them what they need to know, dear. It's a rough, rough world out here.
The Tom Leykis Show.